If everyone's posting content, who the fuck do you listen to? This was an idea that came to me very recently, an idea for this YouTube video that came to me. Because bro, everyone's fucking posting content these days, right? You scroll through Instagram Reels and everyone's trying to sell you a course, everyone's trying to tell you how to do this, how to do that, everyone's got the answer, right, to your problems. And I know I might seem like that type of guy as well, right? You just post content, you know, talking about shit in life and coming across as if he knows everything, as if he has all the answers, when I'll be honest, bro, I don't. But I can't tell you exactly who to listen to, but I'll tell you who to not listen to, right? And the people who you don't want to listen to is, one, people who you don't want to end up like, and two, people who are trying to attract your attention by showing you flashy materialistic items, right? The guys who are showing you the Lamborghini, the Rolex, the penthouse, the women. Naturally, you're going to be drawn towards these guys because, yeah, as men, like those are the things that we want in life. Like, our fucking reptile brain thinks, oh, shiny object, let me go and follow this guy. He must know what he's talking about. 9 times out of 10, bro, they're the guys who are going to scam you, are going to lead you down a dark path, who are going to lead you down that materialistic path, right? The life of materialism, because they will tell you that that's what makes you feel fulfilled as a man, when I'm here to tell you that it's not. And you might be thinking, oh, well, how do you know if you've never experienced it? And that's true. That's a good point. It's a good question to ask. Well, I'll tell you why I know that is because I've been through many different experiences in life. One of them being spiritual experiences, right? And even just thinking back to times in my life where I've had shiny objects, where I've had the girls, right? Where I've been pursuing things that I thought would make me happy, like drugs, like alcohol, porn. Again, pursuing all of these degenerate materialistic things, thinking that they would make me happy, and they didn't, right? Now, I'm not saying you won't feel joy if you were to go out there and buy a Lamborghini and drive around in a Lamborghini, right? You would feel joyful, that you would enjoy it. But there's a difference between joy and fulfillment, right? The Lamborghini is not what makes you feel fulfilled. It's the joy. You just get joy from it, right? The joy is what you think is the fulfillment, but it's not, right? You mistake joy for fulfillment. So my point is, who the fuck do you listen to then? When everybody's posting content, every motherfucker's trying to get your attention. Everyone's trying to tell you to do this, do that, live life like this, live life like that, self-improvement, or don't follow self-improvement. Oh, you need a morning routine. Oh, you don't need a morning routine. Who do you listen to, bro? Well, this is where you come into play, right? This is where you start to take control, because you follow your intuition. Like, you're watching my videos and you probably like me, you probably like my content, and that's because there's something inside of you that resonates with me and my content, right? And you're following that, you're following your intuition, you're following your internal feelings, if that's what you want to call it. Now, the trap and where a lot of people go wrong is that they follow, again, the things that they think will make them feel fulfilled. They follow the guy who's flashing the Rolex, who's flashing the Lamborghini, flashing the lifestyle of driving around in fast cars, supercars, girls, alcohol, women, penthouses, all of the shit, right? Guys who are flashing this. And where most people go wrong is that they think, oh, I should follow this guy because he's telling me that this is the thing that leads to fulfillment. He's telling me that this is the life that I need to live. I'm here to tell you, bro, that's not what you're after. What your soul truly desires is just freedom. And that's what you think freedom is, but it's not. Freedom is just making at least 2K online, 3K online, through a business that is purposeful, that allows you to work whenever you want, from wherever you want, gives you location independence, time freedom, right? That's true freedom. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that's where you stop, right? Of course, strive to make 10, 20, 30 grand per month if that's what you want. By all means, strive for that. Of course, I'm striving for that, right? But that's what you truly desire. That's what you truly desire as a man, bro. That's why you feel a little bit confused when you're watching all of these different influencers. You're watching all of these different guys posting content telling you that, become a critical thinker, do this, do that, or turn your brain off and only listen to me, and I'll tell you how to achieve you know, the life that you really want, the life where you're buying nice cars, where you become a millionaire. And this is, you know, when we have too many options in life as humans, right? We don't tend to pick any option. We don't tend to, if we go into a sweet shop and we see a bunch of different sweets on the shelves, right? A bunch of different jars of sweets, we get overwhelmed and we don't know what to pick. But if we just walk in and see two, well, we'll pick one quite easily, right? Or if we only have one jar to pick from, we're just going to have that jar. Like we often get overwhelmed by choice, by options, right? And I think this is a big issue online these days, because you've got so many different choices of who to watch and who to follow and who to take advice from, that you just don't know who the fuck to take advice from. You don't know who's real, who's authentic. You don't know who's just trying to make money. You don't know who's just trying to scam you for a quick fucking payday, right? You have no idea. And again, this is where you come into play, by following your soul's desire, your intuition, your intuition, right? I was going to try and think of another word for it, but there are no other words for it. It's your intuition. Follow your intuition. Follow what truly draws you in, right? Follow what you truly naturally gravitate towards, because that's who you're supposed to be watching. And again, if that's me, that's cool. I appreciate that. If it's not me, also cool. I don't mind, right? I'm not here to tell you, oh, forget about everybody else and only fucking listen to me. That's not what I'm saying here, because again, I don't have all the answers. But what I do have the answers to is how to build that life of freedom where you make $2, $3, $4, $5,000 per month through an online business on your terms, right? I know how to access that life because I've done it for myself. So if that's the life that you want, then listen to me. Or if you know, it's not just about that. My content is obviously not just about that. It's about helping you mentally as well, right? It's about helping you overcome the mental barriers and the mental hurdles and stepping out of your comfort zone and again, following the path of self-development, right? That's also obviously what my content's about. So if these things obviously resonate with you for some reason because you're watching my content, right? So the message and the point that I'm trying to get across is, be careful who you're listening to, be careful who you follow on the internet, because there's so many fucking people out there these days. There's so many options that it's impossible to choose the right one unless you follow your intuition and just ignore all of the bullshit. Because if you're fucking watching one guy, right, telling you to start a dropshipping business and you can make millions doing that, or, you know, you're watching this guy telling you forget about online business, it's hard, you'll never ever make it, become a critical thinker, do all of this fucking low testosterone thinking bullshit, you know, that the skinny neck fucking influencers tell you to do, and you're conflicted, right? You don't know who to listen to, who's right, who's wrong. Sometimes you think, oh, this guy's right, he's telling me to start online business, and I definitely think that's the path I want to take. And then the day after that, you watch again a low testosterone skinny neck critical thinker, and you're sat there thinking to yourself like, oh, maybe he's right, maybe that is the life for me, because maybe, yeah, online business is hard, maybe self-improvement is pointless, and maybe that's just the life that I should live and carry on going back to just enjoying life. You're conflicted, right? There's two different people telling you two different things and you don't know who to listen to or who to follow. I'm telling you who to not follow, right? Is the people that you don't want to end up like. If you want to end up like fucking Andrew Tate driving around in supercars in penthouses with fucking tons of women around you, then cool, follow Andrew Tate. If you don't want to end up like that and you just want to, again, live this life of freedom, become a sovereign man where you make an online income of 10, 20, 30k per month, where you're comfortable, where you can pursue anything in life that you want to pursue, go anywhere you want to go, do anything you want to do, attract women, or even settle down, you know, with one girl and then pursue that woman and become more of a traditional man, then follow the likes of me and the likes of people who are telling you to do that, right? It's very, very simple. Just don't take advice from people who you don't want to end up like, and only take advice from people who you actually wouldn't mind becoming somewhat like, because you're gonna become like the person you watch, right? You're gonna become very similar to the person you watch. You're gonna become the average of the 5 people that you watch on the internet. It used to be the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's no longer the case. You become the average of the 5 people that you watch on the internet, or at least just the one person that you watch if you only watch one person. But I'm obviously assuming you watch more than one creator, one influencer. So the point is, be careful who you watch, because you're going to end up like them. And if you don't want to end up like them, stop fucking watching them. Because again, there's so many fucking people that are just creating content, and it's so hard to choose one person or to choose a couple of people that actually resonate with you, and you don't know who to follow, right? Because again, if there's so many people telling you many different things, how can you decide who's got the right answer? Or you just do that by following your intuition and looking at the person's lifestyle, looking at the way that they think, listening to the way that they speak, seeing how far they've come, seeing the progress that they've made, and then make that decision, and then decide to follow them because you like that side of things, right? Not because he's driving around in a Lamborghini or you can flash a fucking 10k Rolex on camera. Not because of that. Because the external materialistic items, bro, they're flashy for a reason, and they show you these things for a reason, right? It's because they know your little fucking lizard brain will be like, oh, shiny object, and it will gravitate towards the shiny object, and it will see that as pure social proof, right? You'll see these shiny objects as proof that this person knows what he's talking about, but that's not always the case. Just because somebody has a Lamborghini doesn't mean they know what they're talking about. They might have got lucky, right? They might have rented that Lamborghini, for example. And I'm not saying they all do this. Of course, there are definitely influencers out there who have made a shit ton of money, who buy Lamborghinis and who do know what they're talking about. But there's also a lot of them that will use materialistic items to deceive you. And that's kind of just what I'm trying to get at here, is just to be careful, because it's not the shiny object that's the proof. The proof is who they are deep down inside, is who they are on camera, right? Whether they're raw, authentic, whether they can come on camera like this and talk for 10, 20 minutes straight without any cuts, without, trying to cut things out because they're not putting on a show, right? That's the shit that you've got to really look at, because that's the shit that will tell you who a man is deep down inside. Again, if he's got a shitload of cuts, doing a shitload of takes, that's because he's trying to do something or be somebody who's not. He's trying to come across in a way that isn't authentic. And that's why he has to keep cutting his videos, stitching it, making edits, again, showing you flashy. Like, there's a very famous saying, and it's, what is he compensating for, right? When you see a guy driving around in fast cars trying to show off, it's like, what's he compensating for? What's missing? Where's the insecurity, or what's he insecure about that he's trying to compensate for? I'm not saying they all do this, right? Not everybody that drives around in a Lamborghini has insecurities. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is the guys that are trying to flash it to you, trying to say, oh, look at me, bro, I've got a fucking Lamborghini. They're probably trying to compensate for something, and what that thing that they're trying to compensate for is an insecurity deep down inside, because they're not comfortable with who they truly are as a man. And again, that's why they can't show up on camera and talk authentically and just film a video in one take. And it's why they have to feel like they need to show you these flashy materialistic items for you to listen to them. I don't feel like I need to do that, bro. Even if I don't have a Lamborghini, but even if I did, I wouldn't be flashing it on camera in your face all of the fucking time, because I know it's pointless, right? What the fuck does that achieve? I know it's just a materialistic item, and it doesn't say anything about me or my character. What says shit about me and my character is just who I am right now on camera, and the words that I speak, and the thoughts that I portray, right, and the advice that I give. That's what makes me who I am, right? It's never going to be the Lamborghini or the Rolex. They're not the things that are going to make me the man. The things that are going to make me the man, again, internal traits, characteristics, habits, my level of discipline, my thoughts and perspective on the world. That's what truly makes me a man deep down inside. I'm going to leave that video there, bro. I hope you gained some sort of value, some sort of knowledge. I don't really have any sort of written scripts again for these videos. It's just like spitballing ideas, and then I come out in the woods and I film the video, right? Sometimes they're not going to be that valuable. Sometimes they're going to be extremely fucking valuable. I hope this was one of those valuable videos for you. I've literally just launched a free community. If you want to go and check that out, bro, top link in the description. I've had a paid community for a while, and I'm still running that paid community. Obviously, the paid community is way more valuable, but I've decided to release a free community as well. So if you want to go and check that out, top link in the description. You can come and access that for free. Obviously, surround yourself with like-minded individuals. You still get access to me, so you still get a free one-to-one onboarding call when you come and join that free community. So again, you can have a free one-to-one mentorship session with me. All you have to do is just make an account on Skool, fill in your details, answer 3 questions that I've got for you, and then I'll give you access to the community and you can book your one-to-one call with me. If that sounds good, again, check it out, top link in the description. Apart from that, bro, like the video, drop a comment, share it, all of that wonderful stuff. Go out there and make it happen.